Hello and welcome to Solo Guitars. In today's video, we're going to take a look at how to check the neck alignment on your bolt-on guitar neck when you get it. So when you get your kit, you want to make sure that you check your neck alignment, check the angle, and make sure that everything is good before you start your build. This video is going to show you what steps you need to take in order to do that. Now for this video, we're not using a guitar kit specifically. We're going to be using a blank body. What I've done is I've installed a Solo Pro vintage Telecaster bridge on it, and then we're going to be using a neck as well that is from Solo but already has a finish on it. The concept is precisely the same as when you get a brand new guitar kit though. So as you can see here, I've already installed the Solo Pro vintage Telecaster style bridge. Now these bridges are designed with no holes in the back, so you do need to do a string through setup in order for them to work correctly. I haven't done that in this case because this is just for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and put my neck in here, and we're going to be testing to make sure that this is lined up nice and straight with the body. And with the bridge installed, all we really need to do is put in a couple tuners, and we'll put in our first and last, our high and low strings. So we'll just use, of course, the tuners that came with the kit in this case. There are upgrade tuners available from Solo. They have the Solo Pro locking tuners now, which are just wonderful. And you don't need those fully installed. You don't need to put them in there tight. You should actually just be able to sit them in there, as I'm doing here. Because really all we're checking for in this instance is alignment. Now certainly it doesn't hurt to go ahead and bolt them in place if you'd like to. If you really want to make sure that you're getting a full feel for how this is going to operate when it's done, we'll just screw these in place hand tight. And now we have the first and last strings in place. The top and bottom are ready to go. What we want to do here is run a string from each of these to the bridge and make sure that we don't have any problems with the strings going off one side or other of the fretboard. We want to make sure that the neck is aligned nice and straight. Now, the strings that come with these guitar kits are, of course, inexpensive strings, and we do recommend that you upgrade them. There are plenty of options available, including Dario and that sort of thing from Solo Guitars. However, they are perfect, the ones that come with the kit, for this sort of thing. What I'm going to do just for my own ease here is I'm going to make sure that the tuners are aligned such that they're pointing down the fretboard, and I'm going to put the strings in backward. Pardon the kink in them. These have already been installed and removed before. I'm going to put the strings in backward so that the ball of the string holds it in place there, and I'm going to run it down to the bridge. And I can see that this runs through the nut and perfectly down the side of the fretboard with a little bit of extra space. And if I run it right down to the ferrule hole, there's no concern about it being over the edge of the fretboard. Now I'll do the same with the other string. Again, installing it backwards so that the ball holds it in place just for my own ease. Putting it through the nut and running it down to the bridge to the appropriate position. And checking that everything aligns correctly. I'm not coming off the fretboard, and when I have both of these in place, I can see that they're about the same distance from the edge of the fretboard in each case, which means that my neck is aligned correctly. So no problems there. If you do have issues with neck alignment, those can be rectified with some woodwork and a little bit of shimming. However, I do recommend that you contact customer service if you're having any problems with that.